My father was a relentlessly self-improving boulangerie owner from Belgium with low-grade narcolepsy and a penchant for buggery.
Aristotle was not Belgian.
Dinner with the Belgian Prime Minister at 8.
Died at Spa in the Kingdom of Belgium.
Once they've reached the bars in Antwerp.
You know, the leader of the underground movement in Paris, in Prague, in Brussels, in Amsterdam.
The pension for some diamond burglary in Antwerp.
The 9 hours flying time against the jet stream, probably to stop in Brussels, plus the time difference.
I'm not exactly sure what country we're in. It could be Belgium, Luxembourg, France, or even Germany.
The saxophone was invented by a man named Sax in Belgium.
The only reason we won't be there is if we're living in Belgium.
I knew. Meant to. That's how we drink it in Belgium.
But was better known as the woman who'd all but bankrupted King Leopold II of Belgium.
Not this baby. This was handmade in Belgium. I don't want some cheap Chinese panda.
2 billets pour Bruxelles ont été payés avec la carte de crédit de London.
Well, behind Germany and France and Belgium and Japan and China.
Do you know this part of the country? No. It's a coal mining region, the Borinage.
She's from France. Bruxelles.
Ran an infiltration unit, the kind of thing the Nazis did at the Battle of the Bulge.
I'm getting rid of it. This is the FN 2000 from Belgium. You make something better than waffles.
I'm only staying with my uncle for the summer, and then I go back to art school in Brussels.
Oh, I make toys.
I thought you made bombs.
Oh, toys in Brussels.
He calls in the doc, a nobbler from Antwerp, known for his savvy but not for his discretion.
Imagine what a Brussels sprout would sound like.
Well, I woke up in Knoxville. I'm supposed to be sleeping in Belgium, and here I am in New York waiting for an Apple team, so...
A man from Belgium and his daughters. His letter said we'd like 3 of everything.
Belgium. Hold on 1 second.
Had a phone in her name for 3 months in Belgium, 96.
You go back to Antwerp. I'll get your money. I pay my debts.
I use Magritte, the Belgian surrealist.
My flesh count Tom.
The day maid.
The night maid.
The cook.
That bloke who came to fix the toilet.
And that wizard from Belgium.
According to the Belgian colonists, the Tutsis are taller, are more elegant. It was the Belgians that created the division.
Kind of like old squares in a battle, like you see in a calendar, like the Battle of Waterloo and the idea.
I've got Belgium! What the fuck use is that? He's painting a name registered in the fucking Netherlands.
Well, we know we've lost the Belgian contingent in the Sinai.
Ah, sir, the man we want is Emile Leopold Locke, an enforcer in the Brussels underworld. He's been convicted of several particularly brutal murders. He escaped from Namur prison by...
King of Belgium.
Though, they did do that study in Belgium that time. Wait.
You started crying.
I had jet lag.
We'd only been to Brussels. Go stand next to it.
We were able to make out the brand of the fan. It's called a Fwad. It's Belgian.
And some mud hole in Belgium. The good Lord done the job for me in 1917. Pete, that was the last killer ever got out of my hand.
After he loses the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon isolates himself on the tiny island of St. Helena.
The Germans broke through at Armentières.
What?
The entire British Third Corps is trapped in the Belgian lowlands.
Then, what do I know about diamonds? Don't they come from Antwerp?
Of course it makes you look fat. I've never been to Brussels. It is pronounced egregious.
The team's in Rotterdam. Their bag's in Brussels.
I'm in for going over when I get back to the mine. Them Belgians will call me all the names they can think of, but I don't mind being cussed out in a foreign language. They won't fire me.
Her husband's disappeared. He's in Belgium with the scullery maid.
We've got records, a big record just broke in Belgium.
We danced the mamushka at Waterloo.
I should have told you the truth earlier, but those Belgians, they made you so damn evil. And of course, they share a border with the Dutch.
Get the fuck out of London, you dumb fucks. Get to Bruges. I didn't even know where Bruges fucking was. It's in Belgium.
You know, Rubens painted a lot of Antwerp landscapes, Mr. Belinsky.
Oh, yeah, got this snuck onto a plane, thought it was going to Belgium, ended up in Kenya.
In your face, Belgium. Bart, if you hate Belgium so much, maybe I should take your Tintins away.
My mom marinates them in Belgian beer for 2 days. No big.
Welcome to Belgium.
emissaries known as Bastogne.
So where were you? Did you go to Belgium?
Why would I go to Belgium?
We come here together from Belgium. We build this business.
Winner Dr. Morris Jankowski of the Brussels Biomedical Institute in Belgium.
If you had gone out with me 3 years ago, by now you'd have my great-aunt Ida's brooch that she smuggled out of occupied Belgium in a cap.
And my veil was lace, made by blind Belgian nuns.
Hey, you want a beer?
Oh, you got the Belgian kind? I love that.
Le coup franc de Lenoff, la tête, le but! C'est Raphaël Carentin qui marque! Mais ce n'est pas vrai! Mais ce qui se passe ici est incroyable! Un but de Raphaël Carentin dans la dernière seconde alors que les Bulgares menaient 1-3. On n'a jamais vu ça! On n'a jamais vu ça!